Hi, my name is Joel McCool,
I'm Synnamon Hartwell.
and we are giving you guys a review for A House of the Seven Kingdoms. We came prepared. We got our books, Fire and Blood. We got A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, The Rise of the Dragon, and The World of Ice and Fire, just in case we got to check the books for, accuracy. And so, we just going to get into it. Let's watch the show, and after that, we going to review it.
Right, this is our first reaction video. Let's check it out.
Hello there. You're the stable boy. Do you tend to them?
I could. I wanted.
None of that. See to the horses. You'll get a copper if you do well, and a clout in the ear if not.
It's one of yourself.
I dreamed of you. Turn the fuck away from me. Yeah. My lord?
He a Targaryen, he's a dreamer. They still got power. You know what I'm saying? He's a good one, but he's a drunk. He's actually the heir.
I dreamed of you. Turn the fuck away from me. Yeah.
No, that's
Oi!
My lord,
You thief!
I didn't want me to offend you.
Take that armour off you. Now. Because that thunder didn't kick you in that fool head of yours. He's a war horse, not a boy's pony.
I could ride him as well as you.
Close your insolent mouth. What, all knights look the same, do they?
No, they don't look like you either.
And what might your mother say to that?
Not much. She's dead.
Is the innkeeper, not you?
You're an orphan boy.
Are you?
I was.
He's on his daughters too.
Taught me arms.
If you could bring me to Ashford, I'd describe you, sir. And you could teach me. Best you can.
No need for a squire, lad.
Every knight needs a squire. You look like you need one more than most.
Look, lad. I promise you, you're better off not squiring for the likes of me. For your help. Sulk all you wish. I know you'll scoop it up as soon as I'm gone.
Go the Ashford chair, so I ask you again. Were there witnesses to your dubbing besides a fucking songbird?
Well, see, it was raining.
I'm bullshitting you. This is Ashford Town, lad. You know what comes to men here who pretend they're sacred oaths?
I'm not.
We hang you, naked, by your hands and your feet. Lower you down, asshole first, onto a sharpened point, and fuck you dry. For the Ashford chair, so I ask you again. Were there witnesses to your dubbing besides a fucking songbird?
Well, see, it was raining.
I'm bullshitting you. This is a reach, not the Riverlands. Imagine a poor farmer charging down Lionel Baratheon in the lists. There are princes about.
I won't have need of coin.
Pardon, sirs. I need speaking with Sir Manfred.
Likes fucking wives, that one. Near as much as he likes fucking us.
Not with seats out. Quiet.
They're from two separate houses, I think.
I thank you, but I have
They like
to
they
attend.
cousins, but they opposite. I think.
That man said knock the seeds out of there. A lot going on.
It's supposed to be for kids. Did it?
And if I mean to take service in a castle,
It must put its body at hazard for the pleasure of strangers.
Ain't that all, Joe?
Shut up. You're meant to be dead.
Find a safer trade, lad. You'll be happier for it.
One whore to another.
Sorry, lad. Why, we don't need to mock you. See plenty of green boys every tourney.
All with glory in their minds, but never in their hands.
Be good to your body, knight. Last one you like to have.
A boy from nothing.
Some game. Be good to your body, last advance. Always what you get, basically.
They're training the sisters, huh? The quiet sisters.
No, I think they're prostitutes. Maybe they might be though.
May seem the world unkind.
Because they dress in the...
Fate has set his must keep a truth concealed. For if his humble shape is bared of foul and fiery demise, should the dragon discover none but a man in great disguise.
Reinhold Rathian, the laughing stone they call him.
4,000 years ago comes sometime. I've had a profound thought, if anyone would care to listen. 4,000 years ago, our ancestors gathered in that big field outside to blood each other with sticks. Have a little bit of gay fun. And they say it was this country's first ever joust. Well, I say, men could not have devised such a joy. Fuck it. 100 gold to the man beast or god who sticks me best. The 7 above gave you tallness, so be tall. Then why the fuck are you in my tent?
It's all supper.
Makes sense.
Supper.
Within every man, there are many men.
Moving around, and a fall without the skill. Yeah, he lives like a rich person. Because I'm not even sure he's a knight. He might have lied about it.
Oh, we did. That's what he was telling him. He was just sat in this tree, Asheville,
Well, he done lied about being knighted. He ain't no proof. Because he's a head knight. Right. He ain't Hartwell.
That's what the ladies was telling me.
But he got action.
Right.
He can rise. See Bron rise.
Just been punched.
That's what Bron was. Same as him.
Sir Ernan of Pennytree. He serves your Lord Father to hunt the Vulture King in the Red Mountains.
What is that? You're a Dornishman.
No, he said he's hung like a Dornishman.
No, I said I've hung Dornishman.
Laura.
You Penny Knight not. Nor you, brother. Be gone.
Do you want some?
No. I mean, how did you get here? Did you steal a horse?
I rode in the back of a lamb cart. You need to ride all the way to King's Landing. You missed the turning.
What are those doing there?
I wash them. I make the fire, caught the fish, hand groom the horses. I would have raised your pavilion, but I couldn't find one. What's your name?
Dunk. Sir Duncan the Tall. You got a name, thief?
Egg.
Egg. I'm only a hedge knight.
Falling star brings luck to those who see it.
That man said, where is your shelter? You ain't got no tent, you ain't got no pavilion. What's going on?
Look is ours alone.
No, that's it. No, it's just that. They gonna show us a preview or something?
No, let's see. Look like they're trying to show us a preview of this.
The Night of the Seven Kingdoms, y'all. We just finished up watching the first episode. We're going to watch it again after we get done.
So this is Synnamon with the Integrity High podcast. And I enjoyed the Night of the Seven Kingdoms. It started out just as the book starts out, where he's burying his sir that knighted him, or so he says, knighted him. I was wondering why there wasn't an intro, but you heard a little bit of the Game of Thrones music when he was shatting. So I guess that's the little intro that they have at that time. I really enjoy like the humor. It's not necessarily dark humor, but there's a lot more humor than like House of Dragons. You know, House of Dragons could be a little more like serious and intense and such, and so this was a little more like laid back fun, as he said, like for the tourney. I really enjoyed that part of it. What you think, Joel?
I think it was pretty much in line with the books. A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I thought it started out good. I was hoping we would get to the tournament though. Being that I read the books, I already know what happened, so I ain't gonna spoil it for you guys. You know, but they did give us, you know, how Egg and Duncan met. You know, and it's just how he still don't even know who Egg is, you know what I mean? And so it's just a trip to see him talking all this mad crazy shit to the prince, not even knowing. And this prince is gonna bless him for real. So I think it started out good, you know what I mean? I thought we was gonna get into a little bit more, but we also we had a visual of the laughing storm, Lionel Baratheon, and that was real cool. Now, I ain't gonna give y'all the spoiler alert, so I'm gonna just leave it there. But yeah, just to see Lionel Baratheon was cool. That's I think that's Robert's, maybe his great. A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, y'all. We just finished up watching the first episode. We're gonna watch it again after we get done.
Well, this is Synnamon with Integrity High Podcast. And I enjoyed the Night of the Seven Kingdoms. It started out just as the book starts out, where he's burying his sir that knighted him, or so he says, knighted him. I was wondering why there wasn't an intro, but you heard a little bit of the Game of Thrones music when he was shatting. So I guess that's the little intro that they have at that time. I really enjoy like the humor. It's not necessarily dark humor, but there's a lot more humor than like House of Dragons. You know, House of Dragons could be a little more like serious and intense and such, and so this was a little more like laid back fun, as he said, like for the tourney, having a gay old time. So I really enjoyed that part of it. What you think, Joel?
I think it was pretty much in line with the books. A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I thought it started out good. I was hoping we would get to the tournament though. Being that I read the books, I already know what happened, so I ain't gonna spoil it for you guys. But I ain't gonna give y'all the spoiler alert, so I'm gonna just leave it there. But yeah, just to see Lionel Baratheon was cool. That's I think that's Robert's, maybe his great grandfather, maybe. I think that's his great grandfather. So yeah, let me think. We can see right now. Let's see what he was, man.
And it was nice how they introduced him and Egg, and you get to know a little more about Egg, and him giving Sir Duncan, helping Sir Duncan get his name.
See what I'm saying?
That was pretty tight. I enjoyed that.
Because he made it up on the fly.
Right.
You know?
It's like, is it Duncan, or and him getting on him about not having a tent or like any type of shelter and such, so.
Because what he's saying to him is, man, sir, you're not a real knight, sir.
Right, and I can see that.
I can see that you're not a real knight. You don't have none of the trappings of what a knight is got going on.
He was already on him when he first came to the inn, how your sword is tied to you with a rope, you know? So he already had peeped it off top.
Yep.
He knew that man needed his help, so he tracked him down, and now he's going to be his squire. So it's going to get real interesting and real deep.
That's cool too, man. He just sees something in him.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. I'm trying to find.
Oh, he gonna piece it together. He gonna let us know who is who. Like this, the same sense of Game of Thrones or House of Dragons, like how the Laughing Storm forgot what he was saying.
And you get an idea kind of how the Baratheons, their lineage, how you know, we met Robert Baratheon. He was kind of drunk, kind of similar. You know, kind of just real jovial, you know what I mean? Real cool. And that's what you're seeing of the Laughing Storm. The Baratheons is more of that nature. Drunks, the same thing. He's a drunk.
They don't take it like so serious.
Right,
like,
right.
Oh, I'm the king. You have to like grovel at me when it's time, you know.
Exactly.
So, little breath of fresh air.
Yeah, this one is coming across as way lighter than the House of Dragons. The amusement is probably not. Is well, we don't know because we only got one episode. As far as humor, you know, but this seemed like it's gonna be funny like Game of Thrones, and that's gonna be cool.
Like light on your feet type, you know, not so serious, not so.
Like he took him kind of to the edge. He thought he was serious. He was like joking with him. You know what I mean? And then also, like I was saying too, we got to see a couple of dances and different things. What was that without no red weddings? How many? You know, he went to the Baratheon tent and they was dancing and having a good time and eating, and we didn't get no red weddings. We didn't get no red nothing. So you know, we got through this whole episode without seeing any. You know what I mean? Because it's always it's always a massacre when a bunch of people come in one spot and start partying. Somebody gonna die. You see what I mean? And so didn't nobody die at these different functions and these different tents on his way to the tourney, and so that was refreshing as well.
Right. And then said, "Why did you come to my tent then?" He said, "For supper."
He said, "Oh, that makes sense."
I came for the wine and the chicken. Okay, he came to eat good.
Exactly, that was tight.
So that was real tight. And how they embraced him, even with the gentleman he went to let him know he wanted to be in the tourney. You know, he over there spitting in the cup and talking mess at the same time. And that man spooked. And then he like, wait, no, we don't do that here. You know, that's it. That's for the Riverland. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
We're a little more joyful over this way. So.
See, okay, here goes a spoiler alert, y'all. I don't care, y'all get it.
Uh-oh.
That's all y'all get, man. It's just that little treat right there. Y'all, if you know, you know.
There you go.
Let me see, I'm trying to find his lineage.
And as you see, we're into the books as well, so we know what may happen. We're not sure because you never know which way Mr. Martin will go. So we're just trying to anticipate if it's going to stick with the book or will he like veer off, do other things like some of the other shows have done. But it's interesting to see.
So Lionel would be his great-grandfather.
That's not that far off.
The Laughing Storm. That guy is Robert Baratheon's great-grandfather.
So that's his father's father, right?
Yeah, see right here it says Targaryen ruled in 7 kingdoms in 245 AC. Princess Rael fulfilled her father's promise, which is egg.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? This is the spoiler. Egg.
Oh, it's her dad.
No, egg became king. We all know that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And Sir Duncan the Tall got into a scrap with Lionel later because Egg, the unlikely King Aegon, when he get grown. See, because he was the 4th son of the 4th son, he was free to do whatever he wanted. You see him. Y'all see him right here. He's roaming the 7 kingdoms because he's out in the wilderness. Nobody really cares about him. You know what I mean? And so he was free to do whatever he wanted to do. Basically, he roaming the 7 kingdoms with his guy. He ended up marrying maybe a Blackwood. I think a Blackwood, yeah. He married and she had all black hair and he had kids, and so because he was free kind of to marry and be with the peasants, he wanted to give his kids the same freedom to marry as they see fit. But a lot of politics, you know, he was involved in a lot of politics in the 7 kingdoms, and so he promised his kids out to different people. Well, one of his daughters was promised to one of his sons, Aegon's sons, was promised to a Baratheon lady, and that was the Laughing Storm's daughter. And so when the Targaryen kid went renegade and didn't listen to his father, the Laughing Storm was scorned. He like, nah, we got a problem, partner. You know, we got to get it in. And so him and Sir Duncan the Tall got it in. Sir Duncan the Tall won. You know what I mean? But Aegon, being an honorable king, he said, "Oh, I wronged you by not giving you my son. So now I'm gonna give you my daughter, a Targaryen princess, and she's gonna marry you, the heir to your, the heir to Storm's End." And that's what happened. And so them two, she married Ormond Baratheon, which gave birth to Stephen Baratheon, which he gave birth to Robert Baratheon, and really in there. And so it's not necessarily in the show, but the Baratheons have Targaryen. They're mixed with Targaryen. And they always been mixed with Targaryen from the very beginning, because it's rumored that Oris Baratheon was a half-brother to Aegon the Conqueror, because their father had a bastard, which was that Baratheon. And he came out with black hair. So the Targaryens had white hair, and then the Baratheons had black hair. And the black hair always was stronger than everything. And that's the story. So not too many spoilers, but yeah. So yeah, that was the Laughing Storm is Robert Baratheon's great grandfather, and he's mixed with Targaryen. Just so y'all know.
Well, we know that from the Lannisters and the Baratheons.
Well, not in the show though. They didn't highlight it, and we see it in the show how Stannis didn't even really know. I mean, his daughter, was in, was really fascinated by the dragons, but Stannis didn't even know a lot of stuff. So the show, kind of made it seem like they're not Targaryens at all or something, but they actually in the books, as you just see, they always was with the Targaryens from the beginning anyway. They was always with them, but.
Well, Sir Duncan, he's going to put it together because Aegon, he said, "Oh, where are you from? Flea Bottom." He said, "No."
So he didn't want to ask that next question.
Right. He was like, "Oh,
Because the next question is coming, but where else can he be from?
You already know. That's what I'm saying.
What you mean? You're not from Philly, but well, where are you from, sir? Oh, wait a minute. And
so in the next couple of episodes, probably like next episode, that'll come up again, I believe.
He might have, and see, in here, they might have made it to where he might have, I don't know, I gotta check it out in the book, because I ain't read this book since I was in prison. I gave all my Game of Thrones, I kept these books, but I left my series and that same book to this fella named Quentin up in OSP. Shout out to Q, man, doing life and shit, man. Good smart brother. Yeah, I left him all my Game of Thrones books, man, so yeah. So I gotta tap back into this and just read it and brush up on it.
So I enjoyed the show so far. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, it just gave us a little taste of what's to come, and so unfortunately we gotta wait till next week to see the next episode, because the next episode he's finna damn. Should I spoil it for him?
No.
I mean, no. I think it's in the book, shit, and they let him know that it's similar to the book. It ain't really deviating from the book. So, next week, man, some good shit is going to happen. I'm going to just leave it there. We ain't going to spoil it all. We already gave y'all enough spoilers out the book. So, yeah, ultimately, I think that was a good beginning. It just make you hungry for more when you're, a diehard Game of Thrones fanatic. So you want to see more and more and more. You want to see all 6 episodes at the same time. But it was good. That was cool. It's exactly how it is in the book, pretty much for the most part, and I'm going to make sure what I'm saying is accurate. But as far as I remember, that is pretty accurate to what's going on in the book. And it's just cool. The little kid that played Egg, he's perfect. Mm-hmm. He's totally Targaryen. He's calm, he's smug, he's royal. You know what I mean? Yeah, I could if I wanted to.
A sense of humor. Excuse me.
But he's just cool. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's cool. I like Egg. And then we introduced to the heir. Y'all didn't see him probably or didn't pay attention, but the heir back then was that dude. He's drunk. I think his name is Daeron. Daeron? Ooh, let's see.
Would that be the second?
No, he was, no, let me think. What was his name? It start with a D. Let me see. I think it's Dayron. His dad is Dayron. Let me see. Or he might. Let me think.
So you know what that means? That means it'll be on repeat until next Sunday.
Yep.
Because you'll still get little gems in there that you may not seen, or things that you haven't heard. Just like I can watch GOT today and still get things that Arya said that I didn't hear like the first 5 times or 5,000 times I watched this.
I'm one still that say like I don't think they shouldn't make no more Game of Thrones, man. They should just leave it alone. They shouldn't go back messing with Jon. They shouldn't do it Arya. I think you need to finish these books up, man. George Orwell, man, hey, bro, you need to finish these books up, bro. You got to finish the books before you finish. You got Fire and Blood, bro. Finish Fire and Blood, man. Can we get to finish the Fire and Blood, man? Can we get them last couple joints, man? Because, man, dude, you writing all these movies and shit, man. Dude, come on with it, man. Come with these books, man.
Spring is coming.
Man, dude, will you please, man? But, oh, yeah, let me find his name real quick, man. Let me see. His name is going to be easy to find because he's in the Targaryen lineage. See? So, y'all, this is the Targaryen lineage. Hey, JC, what you see?
The Targaryen lineage.
Oh, you see it? Can you see it all up there?
Yeah.
All right, boom. All right, so let's see. His dad is... Who is his dad?
I can't wait for the movies.
Is the movie, that's what's going to be Aegon the Conqueror?
No, that'll be tight.
Yeah, I mean, I've been seeing Aegon the Conqueror, so I'm assuming that he's coming. Yeah, his name is Daeron, the drunken Targaryen. Daeron, the drunken Targaryen, man, dude, he was the heir. He is.
Who was one of the Daeron though?
Let's see, whose kid was he? He is. Yeah, he's Meager's. He's Maegor Targaryen. His first kid. Yeah, and he's married to it. Well, he's married. His mother is Dornish, pretty much. Yeah, his mother is also Dornish.
Shut the front door.
Meager's, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So yeah, they got Dorne from their father. With Martells, but then he's married to a Dane in Game of Thrones, where Bran went back in the vision, and Ned was fighting the dude, the sword in the morning, where he had the 2 swords and was swinging them. Yeah, that's him. That's a Dane. They're Dornish, and so like they with the business, and so. Yeah, he married one of the ladies from there.
Oh, okay.
And so she's Dornish too. So they got a lot of Dornish blood. The Targaryens do, man. I'm just going that. Like, oh, okay. But yeah, Daeron the drunken Targaryen.
But you can kind of tell because they got the more olive skin. When you look at them,
Yeah, they ain't going to be looking all Targaryens. You know what I mean? And
they're going to have a little more bronze to them.
A little bronze to them. But all of them ain't coming out with white hair, and that's a problem.
Right.
Like,
that's the problem right there.
No, you a bastard. That ain't your dad. You know what I mean? That's what happens, and that's where the friction come in. It gives somebody wiggle room to say, nope, you ain't legit.
Rhaenyra.
And then come with the war. See, that's the thing with the Targaryens. All they do is just fight with each other. And that's why they dwindled all the way down to where you had one left with Daenerys. But then we had a secret one with Jon Snow, and he half Targaryens. And half Targaryens don't fare well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that black hair.
Think about it. They always something. Even in the Hightower Targaryens, they had white hair too. You know what I mean? The white dominated. All Aegon, Aemon, even the Dreamer, Helena.
Helena, yeah.
All had white hair, but they was mixed. And ultimately,
they still had something going on.
And the full breeds don't ultimately end up getting it, where Rhaenyra and Daemon's kids carried the line.
I haven't got that far yet.
Yeah, in the show, yeah. That's the show, yeah. Not that far yet, but in the books, yeah, right here. Yeah, we're gonna see it, man. That's gonna be some tight shit.
Just can't get enough. It don't matter if it's GOT, it don't matter if it's House of Dragons, you can't get enough.
My only complaint about tonight's show is
too short.
It was too short. That was the only complaint.
I can second that.
You know what I mean?
Like, that's it?
Damn.
Even though we knew it was gonna be like a 30-minute show, we still like, that's it? Because
Man.
you just want more. It's like, in this show, is just now getting to the nitty-gritty, like the...
Yeah, we can't wait, man. We can't wait to House of Dragons, man. That's gonna be, man.
We'll be back next Sunday. Same place.
Same time, man.
There you go.
And ready for this next one, because the tournament too is gonna be it's gonna get real serious in this show. As lighthearted as it is, man, it's gonna get real serious and it's gonna get real tragic. And even for those that ain't read the books, you're gonna be surprised by what happened. And for those that did read the books, they gonna probably enjoy that. Is so, close to how it's described in the books. I got the feeling it's gonna be really, really, like vivid, like whoa, you know what I mean? And then you can go back to the books and just and do the comparison. Because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read, I'm gonna read as much as the show had today, just to see how consistent it is. Because this is what I used to do in prison, like after the show and shit, watch it a couple times. Then I had time on my hands because I'm in jail. And so I would just, fuck with the books and be like, oh, okay, yeah, it is consistent. And nope, this ain't the same. You know what I mean? And then me and my partners, we'd go out to the yard and we'd have our little debates about, last night's show, and it would be cool. And so that's where we got this idea from, man. That's why we here today. We just doing the same thing that we would be doing in prison, but we free with it. So, shit, we look forward to next week just like you guys, man. Shit.
Yep, see you there. Integrity High Podcast. Have a great evening.
Quick, man. Like, you go here, tell them the story.
This man would call me and say, what happened on the Game of Thrones last night?
See, they used to get it in jail. We didn't get it as soon as everybody else get it. You know what I mean? They had to get it and watch it on the street. Like right now, like Lil Joe, we could tell him about what happened because they ain't got it in prison yet. They're not gonna get all of this. They ain't gonna get the full season until it's over. And then it might even take a month before it go, and then now they can get it on CDs and watch it in prison, so we behind. And so I wasn't able to, like, I know it's coming out, and I'll be like, I couldn't wait, so I'll call Synnamon and go ahead. I'll call her collect, man.
And I done wrote down the whole episode for it. It was season 8. That's what I really remember. Season 8, they was coming in on the horses and such, and I'm saying, I wrote detail by detail. He like, how it looking? What was going on? And yeah, detail by detail. If you guys know this, man, you know. So, I experienced it as well, and that's what got me into GOT.
Exactly. That's right. Yep. That's what happened.
And I ain't turned back since.
Yeah, I mean, shit. She had books, and but man, explain your evolution, because at first she wasn't a believer neither. She wasn't feeling it.
Oh yeah, the first time I turned it on, I was like, okay, what is this he has me watching? Because if you watch the first episode, you kind of understand. With the kids hanging from the trees and such, White Walkers, they talking all this stuff I didn't really understand it, I'll put it that way. And then once he said, no, well, try it again. See what you think about it. Just watch it. And I
also
did so.
Also because the nation was like, what is this,
Yeah, right. She was like, what are you guys watching? But no, once I really learned about him, Daenerys and the White Walkers and Sam and all the people, right? Jon Snow. I'm like, oh, okay. It was on and cracking. And I ain't turned back since, as I said. So I appreciate it. You see where I'm at right now?
Yeah, couldn't wait for it, man.
Seriously. It's a good conversation piece. If you know, you know. You get your favorite characters. It's like with any TV show, series, the thing about GOT was like they was just killing people. Like your favorite people was Ned getting his head chopped off. Like it was a lot going on in one episode. Like, you know, and then you really be intrigued and you do want to see like what's gonna happen next week or what's going on with this person or whatever the case may be. And that's how I am with House of Dragons as well. Like House of Dragons, the book didn't really match like Rhaenyra's character and such. She wasn't as evil and you know, crude as she was. Like
they changed Rhaenyra's character, and that's
my girl though.
Yeah, they changed her character from what's in here, Fire and Blood. You see what I'm saying? But they also got her character in here. Rhaenyra was. Well, they kept it close to what she was, but they kind of watered her down. Here goes Viserys. Y'all need to tap in with this book, man. And if you ain't got it, the artwork
it's a
in here,
must-have.
Yeah, the artwork is phenomenal. Damon look almost kind of similar.
Mm-hmm.
JC, you see what is that? Is it consistent?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? Damon look kind of consistent.
Just listen to all the players, let alone the dragons and you know, people hear dragons and they think it's like some fictional tale type of
that's Rhaenyra in
Harry
the book.
Potter type of, you know, if that's what you're into, that's fine. But I'm just saying, like, it's a little more different than that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's Rhaenyra in the book, and it just describes and it kind of clarifies some different things. Like in the book, different things is rumored, this or that. And so on the show, they kind of let you know this is what actually happened. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And they
get the facts.
And also, you know, with Kristen Cole and the Queen, that's a little bit more. I think they added a little more detail. It's a little more graphic than it was described in the book. You know. Mm-hmm. So that's a little bit something extra. You know, that's as far as I think so. But yeah, just because this is the thing. In our culture, especially with black people, for some things, for some reason, I don't know, people don't like Game of Thrones because they felt like, oh, well, there ain't enough black people in there, when they missing the point about the show. Really, what the show is about is it's about politics, it's about power, and it's about money, you know, money, power, all the different things that go along with trying to get them things. And so you're going to have deceit, you're going to have all types of things, but then also, hey, they got magic too that they can use to gain the power and gain the money and gain to influence. And so everything is on the table. All the chess pieces is there. See what I mean? And you playing with all. And so Daenerys had 3 dragons. You know what I mean? She had magic, but hey, and it was about getting them. She gonna use them dragons to get that throne, to get that power, to get that period. That's what it was all about. And so if you get rid of that, all that other shit, and just watch the raw, you know what I mean, the raw game, you know, straight up. And that's what it is, man. Talk that shit, they giving up game. George R. Martin, he giving up game. Maybe, you know, maybe he read Robert Greene's books. I don't know. But, man, all they do is give up game. And so I would advise black people, man, dude, let that bullshit go. Tap in with Game of Thrones. Man, it's good shit to know. It's good shit to be aware of it. You know, intellectuals fuck with it. And you're able to go into different circles, man, and pop your collar because you know the know. So, yeah, you know what I mean?
The title says A Game of Thrones. That's what it's about.
You know, like Littlefinger, man. Littlefinger's a pimp, but Littlefinger is he's trying to gain power. And he's using everything he can to do it. And he start from nothing. You know what I mean? He got a story. You got there. It's just, you know, it's just, and all through there, if you peep it, they really giving up good information that really can be applied and used in the real world. Because, unfortunately, when people is trying to amass power, what you're going to get is politics. People is going to be doing anything they can to scratch and claw up out that motherfucking bucket. You see what I mean? And yeah, they're going to be stepping on people and it's going to get grimy, it's going to get raw, it's going to get rugged. And that's what they really showing you. And man, these people is doing everything they can to win. And including using magic, whatever it takes. And it's just, you know, minus the magic for real. That's how it is in the real world. But it's cloaked and, you know, it's hidden. People can hide it behind whether it's clothes, makeups, whatever. But it is what it is. And so Game of Thrones is like the analogy, the allegory, the metaphor of, you know, kind of what's going on in real life. So the Valarians, man, that's what we ride with in House of Dragons. We riding with the Valarians, man. So you know what I mean? The sea snake, man, that's my dude.
There we go.
You know what I mean?
And in the show, he is black.
Oh yeah, he is black, that too.
There you go.
Even though I still, man, I'm still sticking to it. I don't think it was a wise idea to change him into a black dude. But it's good they did, you know what I mean?
You'll see us for House of Dragons as well.
Just because I'm a, you know, because I read the books, and so, you know, I love the books. But yeah, I think, did we cover everything?
We covered everything. Peace out.